Hello there guys, I am in here in today's video. Before we get into the story, I want to tell you guys why I have not been uploading. Because I experienced an event that has left me without a computer. It's something that I knew was coming up, and basically, long story short, somebody else has to take over my room, my gaming room, which means that my computer I don't have access to at night, which is normally when I record because my parents are asleep and I don't want to disturb them. So basically, I am without a computer because that person is in the room where I need to record at night. So I can't do that. But so basically guys, what I'm saying is that I'm sorry. This video is currently being filmed at 1:07 a.m. on August 25th, 2020. I'm not sure which day it's going up because I don't have access to the computer to edit this video together on the proper software, but on this computer, this is a laptop. Anyways, guys, so this story today I got off Reddit. And I normally don't like stealing other people's stories unless they're my friends, but this one is just too good to tell. If you guys want to send me any stories that if I think they're good, I'll tell them on the channel. But basically what happened was that this dude named Anonymous, I don't know who he is, he's just anonymous, but he says that his girlfriend tried to have sex with him in school. Now I have a very similar story with this, which I am not going to say if I went through with it or not for legal reasons, but just take a guess. Anyways, basically, this person, I'm gonna call him Annie for, wait, um, let's call him Mouse for anonymous. And let's call his girlfriend Annie, so anonymous, you know? Anyways, so basically it says that, alright, let me start reading the story. 2 years ago, I was in high school. I was a sophomore when this happened. My girlfriend and I had been dating for 3 months. And we thought it was time to take it to the next level. So we started having sex. But the night before, my girlfriend's Annie, her mom and dad came home early, so we had to stop. And when I went home, my parents were home, so I couldn't, finish myself off. So I had severe blue ball. And she apparently had whatever the female version of blue ball is, where she was still horny, but she couldn't do anything about it because her parents were home too. So basically, we had the same class. It was about 12 o'clock p.m. at this time. Lunch was about to begin. And we were in the same class together. And she went next to me and she kept trying to reach into my hoodie pocket to grab my dick. And I was like, dude, what the hell, Annie? And she's like, Mouse, come on. There's lunch is coming up. There are many empty rooms. Come on, please. I need this. And he was like, no, no. Mouse was like, no. And she was like, come on, please. And she was like, and he was like, go to the bathroom because at this point he already had blue balls and she was making them worse. And they can't really just have sex in school. So I'm assuming, anyways. It doesn't say that in the story. Anyways, so it says that she got real mad at him. And then she started screaming at him across the upper class that she doesn't want to give him what she wants and that he gives him what he wants. And at this point, he's really embarrassed. So he finally gives in. And he's like, yeah, whatever, let's go. So they go to the room and they start about to take their clothes off. But then someone knocks on the door, so they put their clothes back on and say that they're just looking for something. At this point, they're in the janitor's closet. So Mouse was like, we're looking for something. And Annie's like, yeah. But she's like breathing heavily because she's, I guess, so horny. Anyways, and then so Mouse is like, we can't do this. It's just too dangerous. And she's like, come on, please. And he says no. And this is the part of the story where I was like, oh my god, you can't be serious. So Annie, right then and there, breaks up with Mouse. And he was like, Tiffany, wait. And she was like, no, I'm not waiting for you. You want to give me what I want, someone else will. So basically, she broke up with him because he wouldn't have sex with her in school. And basically, I'm gonna skip some of the details in the story because it tells you basically, he just tells you how the rest of his day went like. Basically, the Cliff Notes version of it is that he went to the bathroom and did his thing for like 5 minutes. He was able to fix everything in school. So he was alright. But he went to the rest of his classes, and then the next day, Annie's not at school. And neither was a boy from their class. They're not at school for a week. And then he gets sent to ISS because he was in the bathroom goofing off with his friends, and the. Hold on. It says offer. Offier. I assume he meant officer. So the officer catches him, and they get 2 days in school suspension. And he sees Annie up there, and she basically tells him that she was so horny that she went and got someone else to have sex with her, and they got caught. So they have 1 week of out of school suspension and 1 week of in school suspension, which is very light punishment compared to what I would have gotten if I was in the situation. I have a very good story that's I'm saving for a subscriber milestone that's about how I almost became a sex offender. But it's a different story. Anyways, and then he says that about 3 days later, she goes back to his house and starts begging him to go back with her. And he's like, no, you're going to break up with me just because I wouldn't have sex with you. Which, come on, guys do that all the time with girls. But, it's not a good thing to do. This is a story of how a girl did it to a guy. And it's still not a good thing to do. But anyways, he's like, no. And basically, she starts doing crazy things. Like it says right here, she keyed her name into his car, which cost a whole new paint job, and then she paid for it. And then she's like, "I'm so sorry, whatever. Please don't press charges." He's like, "Whatever, just stay away from me." And the next thing she does is she sends him a text of a gun up to her head, saying she's gonna kill herself. She's gonna call her right now. So he calls her and like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, you crazy bitch?" And he's like, "I can't." Sorry, and she's like, "I can't deal with this anymore. I can't deal with this anymore. We need to get back together." And he's like, "I'm not going to, but come on, it's not worth it." And then he basically starts putting the blame on him, and that she deserves to be better. So after that, she freaks out and punches him in the face and then kicks her out of her house. So at this point, he's really pissed off. And then she PayPals him $200 to say sorry. 'Cause keep in mind, she's rich. And he PayPals her back the money and blocks her number. And then she completely freaks out again and throws a rock through his window. At this point, he calls the police because I would have called the police as soon as she fucking keyed my car, but that's just me. Anyways, he calls the police on her, and the police won't do anything because again, she's really rich and she's bought off the police, her family has. So nothing happens. And then she sees this as a way to get away with stuff. So she keeps trashing this dude's house and making him pay for it. Just basically out of spite. All because he wouldn't have sex with her in school. And basically, the it's let me scroll down a few pages here. Hold on. Oh, here we go. This is the juicy part that I was telling you guys about. Apparently, she started apparently she got in trouble for doing it again in school and she got expelled. And she blamed the guy she was having sex with, which was happened to be the same guy as last time. So she started, in addition to breaking Mouse's house, she started breaking his house. We're gonna call him Jonathan. So she started breaking Jonathan's house and all that crap, and like slashing his tires or whatever. And again, the police aren't doing anything about it. So him and Jonathan conspire a plan together to keep in mind Jonathan got expelled too, and he's not blaming her. So they conspire a plan to basically force her parents to send her to jail. And they did that because when Mouse was with her, he found out that she had really strict parents who, if you stole anything from them, basically cut you off for life or whatever because they didn't like dishonest people. So they thought of a plan to frame her for stealing something from the parents. So basically, while she was away destroying one of their houses one day, one of her friends told her about it, one of her ex-friends anyways, because they had a falling out after she started destroying guys' houses. Anyways, she figured out she was crazy, so she joined in on the fun, and she found out that she told him where her mom's jewelry box was. And her mom's jewelry box, basically, let me scroll down some more pages, hold on. Just telling you about guys basically how the setup went and how basically they met this bitch. I don't really care about that. Oh, here we go. This part's telling you guys about that he decides to pop out the jewel, like the diamond or emerald or whatever, ruby, from one of her mom's necklaces and throw the empty necklace on the floor of her daughter's room in the corner. And they steal the rest of her jewelry and pawn it at a nearby pawn shop. And they obviously they had the name of them on stuff like that on there. So they text the parents of the girl, "Hey, your shoe was just pawned. Come over here and get it back." And they're like, "Who could have done this? What happened?" Because they sent the girl in there in a hoodie and a ski mask. My question is, how the fuck did the pawn shop let her pawn that? It's pretty obvious she was a thief. Anyways, so her parents go there, they view the security camera footage, and they assume, well, someone must have stolen it. They go to their daughter's room to tell her, and apparently their daughter, they found the empty thing on there. Everything like that, it was bent, and the um gem was gone. So they blame the daughter for it. So they go ahead and have the daughter arrested for stealing their own jewelry. And they checked CCTV footage or whatever the hell you call it. And yeah, 100% looks like just a girl in a black ski mask trying to hide her identity went in there and sold everything. So they assume that it was the girl, right? So basically, this girl gets 6 months in jail for petty theft. Her parents wanted to charge her with more, but since she didn't keep any of the money, they put it as under $5. So basically, all the money got refunded or whatever. She had to pay back out of her own pocket, which keep in mind, the other girl sold it, so she had to pay out of her pocket, and she didn't even get the money. It was like a total of like 3 grand or whatever, according to these people. But anyways, so basically, 6 months later, she's out, and somehow she finds out about this. She tries to tell her parents, and they're not buying it. They kick her out of the house and make her get a part time job in order to get back into the house and pay rent. And she's only confined to her room. She can't go anywhere else in the house because her room was right across the street from the door. Basically, she had to go to her room and the door. She was basically living in a one-bedroom apartment. And she knew the truth about what happened, but nobody believed her. So basically, she had like $150 total after her bills and everything like that. And she used to buy like Louis Vuitton and Gucci other stuff, and now she couldn't even afford to pay for gas. So the moral of the story is, don't fuck up, people. Don't have sex in school. And again, I'll keep in mind that she's still expelled at this point, so she really has nowhere else to go, so she can work. But once school starts again and she needs to go back to school, what are they gonna do? She can't get a job, balance school, and all that crap. Anyways, 3, don't attack guys for getting you expelled when you wanted to have sex with them, and basically break up with them, and you get mad at them when they won't get back together with you. 4, again, don't have sex with school, and 5, don't ever fuck with anybody enough to the point where they want to get revenge on you so badly that they go over and basically fuck up your relationship with your parents and your life. So, more of the story is just don't be an asshole, don't be a bitch, and don't have sex in school. And don't break up with guys just because they want to have sex with you. So, yeah, don't be a crazy bitch, basically. And don't be a crazy dude either. If any of the guys watching this are like, hey, I would have done the same thing that girl did, you guys are fucking crazy. Anyways, I just thought that was a funny story that I wanted to share with you guys off Reddit. Again, if you guys want to send me any stories that I think they're funny, I'll put it up on the channel. But anyways, again, 1:21 a.m. August 25th, 2020. You know, I've had all the time in the world to edit videos. I created this channel right after I got kicked out of school for Corona, and it's 5 months later. I've had 5 months to make story videos. I made a few that I haven't uploaded yet that are coming soon, by the way. But still, I have had all the time in the world, and now for me, school has started up again. So now I have even less time. I'm starting a gaming channel. I'm gonna be uploading Minecraft videos where me and my friend play Minecraft. But yeah, so basically, that's it. I'm sorry I said basically. Take a shot every single time I say basically in this story time, you probably die. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed making it. And yeah, so basically, if you guys want to submit your stories to r/stories, and if I think they're funny, I'll tell them on there. But remember to say I Man sent you. That way I know that, you want me to read them. Anyways, please leave a like, guys. Comment if you want. Leave a hate comment if you don't like it. Leave a dislike if you don't like it. And yeah, it's been Man. Peace out.